You have been told that prejudice is a thing of the past. Tell that to every little girl who wants to be a doctor but is told she should be a nurse instead. The ones who want to be firefighters, policewomen, or soldiers and are told they aren't strong enough. To the girls who not only have to face the horrors of rape, but also being blamed by all the people meant to protect them. And even though the United States has a black president, innocent people are still suspected by cops without reason because of their skin. And though our country boasts of its religious tolerance, people who wear hijabs and turbans can't escape harassment. We have laws to protect equality, but they do nothing to protect kids being labeled and bullied because of their sexuality. You don't like my voice, but you've never really heard me speak. You don't like my beliefs, but you've never taken the time to understand them. You hate me, but you don't even know me.
Take a look at yourself. You have a brain and a heart. Now look at me. I have the same parts. Humanity has no categories. We are all of the same value. Whether you're Catholic, Muslim, or speak Hebrew, we are all equal. Black and white are common opposites, but on the canvas of humanity, they are the same color. Yin and Yang had the right idea. Crack open a history book and take a look at how hooked we've gotten to power. Look at all of the things that have gone wrong because of how long it took us to realize that everyone is equal. Differences are the things that leave people blind, but to see the light, they just need to open their eyes and mind and see that people are people. Religion, race, or the color of your face do not determine what type of person they are or will become.
Like Arthur Riley, the word different is misunderstood. Once we get a chance to know it, it's not what we thought it to be. You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view. Until you climb inside of his skin and walk around in his shoes. Atticus Finch. Discrimination is an abomination. Why hate when you can love? Why keep your mind shut tight instead of respecting your neighbors, black or white? It's a pointless game. Differences are not always the conflict in the story, but the climax. They make the story better and more interesting. So before you judge a book by its cover, remember that you could be missing out on the greatest book ever written.
For our eyes do deceive us. We look with our hearts and not with our eyes. We see what we want to see based on the opinions of others. Are we all not brothers and sisters? We must love one another as though we are one. Is that not more fun than living in a world of hate and angry people? Injustice is what it is, and it's our fate to set this world straight on a path worth walking on. Stereotypes, prejudices, and discrimination are what rip apart our nations by the seams. We must strive to treat each other as equals, to stitch and sew back together the parts that we have torn apart. People need to change their attitudes towards others who are different and look them in their faces and tell them that they belong. They belong, just as everyone should, together, in unity, being respected, accepted, projected, collected, protected, not neglected, subjected, suspected, ejected, or corrected. Everyone has the right to be different. We have learned to fly the air like birds and swim the seas like fish, but we have not learned the simple art of living together as brothers. Martin Luther King Jr.
Let the soul gravitate to the love, y'all.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and you hear them crying. When you practice what you preach and what you turn the other cheek.